for the Roman Catholicism in France, and they ended up coming to England, and they ended up in Hull. And what a good place to open a school is in Pearson with all these well-to-do people living around here. And the school was there till the 1970s, the French convent school, and then there was big cracks appearing in the building. There had been 2 old houses that had been developed into the school, and it was declared unsafe, so it had to be demolished, and then went to rise, did the nuns, and that's why there's sort of that modern development on the site over there. Yeah, if you go, the entrance was down Park Grove actually. If you went down Park Grove, you can still see the railings and there's some plaques up to tell you that the French convent school.
Oh, is that the back of the convent? Yeah, convent court.
Yeah, that's it. That's why it's all got the name and everything all around there. So yeah, the French convent school. You didn't have to be a Catholic. I've had some ladies who've been on my walks and so you didn't have to be a Catholic to go there, but I mainly was Catholics who went, I think, but not exclusively. They showed me a picture. They had a gym. So it was a girls' school that had a gym. They couldn't believe it, and it was like they said it was the best gym in the city, and it was for a girls' school. So yeah, rather than learning sewing, they could do other things. I know, much more exciting. And saying about the big houses on the outskirts, so there's some huge houses on the perimeter of Pearson Park. The one over there has got a plaque on it because that's where Philip Larkin lived for a lot of his life before he moved to Newland Park. So that was the university lodging, the flats at the top there. So he came here in the 1950s, and then he moved in the 1970s to Newland Park. Yeah, this house is still there. Yeah, so people who knew him said he much preferred living in his flats than he did when he moved to Newland Park. And he wrote his two famous anthologies while he was staying here. The one was The Wits and Weddings, which is his famous collection, and the other one was called High Windows. And the high windows he was talking about, I think, is the high windows overlooking the park over here. And somebody's just going to convert it, I think, into an Airbnb so people can stay here. I was very lucky. About 4 years ago, I was taking a group round, and they were from Leeds, and I was saying about Philip Larkin living here, and they were proper Larkin enthusiasts. And there's an old gentleman who's lived in the house for decades, and he was in hospital, and his son was doing some work around the house. And he was listening to me, and his son said, "Oh, do you want to come up and have a look at the flat upstairs?" And I went, and we did. And these people thought I'd done it on, arranged it from and everything. I got loads of brownie points for doing that. So we were some of the first people, apart from the occupants, who were looking out. And you do get a real good view over the park just there. Yeah. And you might see, I don't know if you can see, there's a blue plaque on the building there. That big house there. It's a real interesting bit of Hull's history. It was during the Spanish Civil War. There were 2 groups of refugees who came to Hull. One group stayed at Sutton Village, and one group stayed here. They were from the Basque region. They had a reunion, those who were still alive, a few years ago, and they said it was horrible being refugees, but they said the generosity and the kindness of the people remained with them all their lives. So it's something that happens a lot in Hull, isn't it? Looking after refugees and asylum seekers and other things. So they were staying there. And the tree carvings, there's a lot of these around the avenues as well, because a lot of the trees have had to be chopped down and replaced by new ones. People talented, and they can do these tree carvings. This one was the last one. This was just at the end of 2017. This got carved to celebrate city culture. And I think that was called, if I remember rightly, Remembering Sweet Nothings is the name of that one. Isn't it nice? So they are good. Right, so and there's some description of the restoration and everything in there.
Restoration.
Something else.
What's that?